Good morning everyone. I did try and vlog yesterday and the day before, but I haven't been well again. I was in a lot of pain. I'm still not great today to be honest, but I'm better than I was. I was in a lot of pain and I was so tired I couldn't keep my eyes up. I was absolutely shattered. So I've ended up doing some filming and then I watched it back last night and I was like, no, I can't use that. I look awful. I'm really tired. Pictures all over the fridge, like that's the kids drawing. I'm just doing a quick vlog today. It's only going to be a quick one because I've got to sort out the girls' wardrobe. The girls got this thing at the moment where they'll sort out what they want to wear. I think, no, I don't want to wear that. Just chuck it back in the wardrobe again. So their wardrobe is a mess. And to be honest, I need new wardrobes, but I just can't afford it at the moment. And the reason why I can't afford it is because we've just had to pay to have decorators in. I kept saying I'd show you what was wrong with the house, and I'll show you now. This, I think you saw in previous vlogs, was magnolia. We've got no carpet on the stairs, we've got no blinds up, they've all been taken down. And the living room, which you probably can't see, do that, you can see it, is a mess. It's almost done, not quite, almost. I will show you the, oh my god, it's so bright. The flooring, which Richie's doing at the moment, it's like that. And then the walls, we've got a feature wall, which is darker than the rest. The cupboard doors need putting back on. The skirting Richie's picking up tonight, so that's going to go on. Coving's all been painted, ceiling's all been painted, everything else. This actually didn't come out the colour we were anticipating. The grey on the chimney breast is called Mineral Haze 1. We picked Mineral Haze 3 to go on the other walls, and when they put it on, it was blue. But I was in hospital with Sophie at the time. And Frankie texted me and went, they've painted the walls and it looks like blue tack. What do you mean it looks like blue tack? It's meant to be grey. And when I come home, I was like, oh, I see what you mean. But I actually quite like it. And the settee's grey, the floor's grey, the cushion covers are grey, the curtains are grey. So I said, once you've got all that up, it will sort of blend it all in. And we've got a really wicked coffee table. I know it's white high gloss with lights in it, so that's going to be quite cool when it goes up. In fact, the coffee table, to stop Toby going in the living room, because he's seen Rich put the flooring down, he keeps going, fix it, fix it. And I could see bang, bang, bang. And I've come out and he's got the hammer and he's just smashing the hell out the floor. So I've had to put the coffee table box down there just so that it's obviously out the way and he can't get in there. Although he has been pushing it down, getting in there anyway. Yeah, so we've had to redecorate. And I say we've had to redecorate because when we moved in, we just came in, we paid rent on 2 properties for 7 weeks so that everything was done. When we came in here, there was paint on the walls, there was carpet down, there was flooring down, it was a blank canvas, we just moved in. And it was really hard work, it was a lot of work to do. Rich has got to take most of the credit for it because he did most of it, I must admit. I'll give him a little bit of a hand, but I was at the other end packing up what I could anyway before we left. So, yeah, so we paid rent on 7 properties, paid rent for 7 weeks on 2 properties so that we could come in here and it was all done and everything, because I said we can't be moving in with we had 7 kids at the time. Toby wasn't with us, with 7 kids, and be decorating with them under our feet. So we done that, and we always said we will get round to sort of doing it the way we want to do it when we've got the money and we've got the time. However, that was taken out of our hands a little bit. In March 2015 we moved in. Just after we moved in, I think it was around June time, me and Rich were sleeping in the living room at the time, and we didn't have our bedroom. Our bedroom just had all the stuff that we'd moved in with, all the boxes, and that was in our bedroom because our bedroom needed replastering, so we were sleeping in the living room. We had this huge thunderstorm, and I thought, oh god, the cat's out. So I've opened the front door to let the cat in, and there was water coming up as if it was going to come in the house, and I was like, oh god, there's water coming in the house, what do I do? So I phoned the local council. They went, it's got nothing to do with us, phone Thames Water. Thames Water come out. By the time they come out, because we had a garden at the time and not a driveway, the water had sort of sunk into the ground, into the garden. And he was like, I can't see a problem. I said, well, I can assure you, 20 minutes ago, it looked like the house was going to flood. It continued to happen. It went on and on and on. We had it happen probably 9 times or so over the last 3 years or so. Phoned them up every time, reported it. They'd send someone out. By the time they come around, it stopped. And then in May this year, I think it was around the 30th of May, this year, 30th of May, here in the UK, we had this massive storm. It was humongous, it was terrible. I was at the hospital, I was due to go in for an operation the next day. Rich was at work, Charlie was watching the kids. Frankie's phoned me, and the phone kept going and going and going. I was like, I can't answer the phone, I can't answer the phone. I have to switch arms, my arm's aching. And the nurse is going, answer. I went, no, they can wait. If they're arguing, they can wait. So I'm busy. I was having all my pre-op checks and stuff. And the phone kept going. After about the 5th time of him calling, I went, actually, can I just answer it and tell him to like sod off a minute because I'm busy? And I've answered it and he was like, Mum, you've got to go and quick, there's water coming into the house. And I was like, oh, that's that drain again. So anyway, I said, Frankie, I'm busy, you're going to have to call Dad. So to phone Rich, I've left the hospital. The nurse was like quickly hurrying up with me. She said, oh, you've got to get home. So I've left the hospital, I phoned Rich and he went, look, I'm up near the London Eye. I'm going to be longer getting home than you are. So just get home as quick as you can and see what's going on. So I've come home. Now up to this point, whenever we've had flooding, it's flooded the front and the back. We've got 2 drains. We've got one out the front, just adjacent to the driveway, one out the back, right next to the garden. When we have heavy rain, I mean torrential, it comes down so quick that, you know, you can't see out your windscreen. When we have rain like that, the tops have been busting off of the drains and the water's coming up and flooding. It's going through the back garden and through the front garden. Now, the problem with that is it's a sewer drain that's bursting. So you can imagine what we're finding. The last time it happened, it went through the back and we had everything that you could think of that people throw down a sewer. For you adults, you know what I'm talking about. I won't say it because kids watch this channel, but we had that all over our back garden. I phoned Thames Water up and they said to me, leave the sunlight to get on it for 48 hours and it'll kill any germs. And I was like, no way. My kids play in that garden. You have got all sorts floating around out there. Fair enough, the sunlight might kill any germs, which, by the way, I don't buy. But they're going to be picking that stuff up. There is all manner of things in my garden. I need you to come pick it up. It took 2 weeks of constant phone calls before they came and picked up this mess. And they just come and splashed a bit of disinfectant around. This time, the water actually came into the house. It came up with such force, it flooded in the house and there was literally nothing you could do to stop it. I just had to stand there and watch it. Here is a small clip that Charlie took. It's only about a 20-second clip of the water coming in the house. If you look to the left as the camera goes out the window, you will actually see the water coming out of the drain, flooding down the driveway and coming in the house. And as I said, once it happens, there's nothing you can do to stop it. Yeah, so as I said, she put towels down. Her and Frankie were in a complete panic, putting towels down, trying to stop it. Nothing we could do, we just had to let it come in. By the time I came home, because it was sewer water, the house absolutely stunk. The smell was absolutely horrific. I phoned Thames Water up. They went, don't worry, someone's going to come out. So I was like, right, okay. They said, it's not from Thames Water, it's from Lanes, which is a company that subcontracts from Thames Water. Lanes phoned up and said, we're on our way. I was like, great. Then someone else phoned up and said, I'm from Lanes, I'm on my way, I'll be there in 20 minutes. Then they phoned up and went, actually, we're not going to get out to you for another couple of hours because we've had reports of sewer water flooding into a river and that takes priority. I was like, excuse me? It takes priority over it coming into my house. Hello, darling. So they were like, yeah. And I went to him, get out here now. I'm not joking, I've had enough. So they... well, we'll be there within the hour. Then they phoned up and said, we're not going to get out to you tonight. We're too busy. This storm's caused so many problems. To which point I said to him, if you don't get out here now, I'm going to go out there. My husband's a builder. I'm going to go out there with a bag of concrete and I'm going to fill that drain in. I'm not joking. I've had enough. Yes, darling? Yeah? Dad?
Bed.
Bed? You've just come down from your bed to tell me you want to go to bed. Oh, I can't lift you, baby. I'm in a lot of pain. I can't lift you. I'll have to just... cling on, cling on. Oh, God. Yeah, so anyway, they didn't come out that night. The next morning, when I was sitting in hospital waiting to be seen, waiting to go down to theatre, they phoned me and went, we're on our way. I was like, it's a bit late now, mate. There's not a lot you can do about it now. So I said, you'll have to deal with my husband. I'm in hospital, I ain't going to be home today. So they came round, had a look, not a lot we can do. I phoned Thames Water up constantly over the next couple of weeks or so. In the end, I ended up sending them a message for a messenger saying, you need to come fix this problem, I've had enough. They came out, said, we'll come and clear up the mess. They went out the garden, again, just splashed a bit of disinfectant. Not the back garden they refused to do, because apparently they can't put disinfectant down on grass, so I had to do that myself. Oh God, I'm in so much pain, it's hurting to put downstairs. The driveway, they came and cleaned up, not very well. I might add, we had to do it ourselves. And then we had an engineer come round. He had a look down the drain and said when the flood occurred, both drains were blocked, which makes them liable. I said to him, honestly, you need to sort this problem because I can't be having this. Every time it rains, I can't be having the house flooding. It's not on, and it's not just normal water, it's sewer water. I've got 8 kids in the house. To top it all off, about 2 or 3 days after the flood happened, Lily started being sick. Then Rich started being sick, Frankie, everyone was sick. Everyone got really, really ill, and it was awful because you had a headache with it, your legs ached with it. You just felt really awful. Diarrhea, sickness, everything. It was awful. So anyway, they've basically said now they're not accepting liability for any of it. They said it's something called hydraulic overload, which basically means that when the water comes down, the drains can't cope with it, and it's overflowing. And I said, that's not my problem. We ripped up all the stuff, the flooring, the skirting board had to come off, the carpet had to come up, everything was soaked in sewer water, we couldn't leave it down. Pulled everything up, put it out the front, and we said to them, all we're asking at the moment, for the moment, is that you clear all the rubbish out the front, because I don't see why we should have to pay to have that taken away. Because it was contaminated stuff, it had been covered in contaminated water, you couldn't use normal removal firm, you had to use someone that was licensed to carry contaminated waste. They were quoting us £800 plus to take the rubbish away, which we just didn't have. So I said to Thames Water, I'm happy at the moment just for you to take this rubbish away. They sent someone round who disinfected inside the house. This is bearing in mind 2 weeks after the flood happened. He came out and he said, to be honest with you, I don't know why we're here because it happened 2 weeks ago. We're supposed to be called within 24 hours to come and clear up the mess. He said, we did say when we got the thing, this happened 19 days ago. I don't know why we've been called out to you. So anyway, they've come out, collected the dehumidifiers they'd left here, collected the fans they'd left here and said, we're going to take the rubbish. However, you've got to sign this form first. And I went, well, what's the form then? And the form basically stated that if they collected the rubbish and took it away, Thames Water are no longer liable for any of the damages that were caused. I was like, right, you can take that form, stick it where the sun don't shine, I'm not signing that, leave the rubbish where it is. We ended up having to get rid of the rubbish ourselves, which obviously cost us. Thames Water is still saying it's got nothing to do with them. They're not liable for any of the damages to the house. They're going to keep an eye on the drains. We said, for now, can you just put bolt down manhole covers on the drains so that if it happens again, the drain lids won't pop off? No, we're not prepared to do that. We want to give it the wait and see approach. I went, wait and see for what? If it's, you know, flooded 9 times in the last 3 years, exactly what are you waiting to see? I don't get it. Yeah, so they're not accepting liability. We've been hit with the full force of having to pay for new flooring, new carpet. It's needed redecorating because the water has splashed up the walls. So much stuff got thrown away. Kids' coats were under the cupboard, under the stairs. This little cupboard under the stairs here. This one. That had in it the kids' PE kits, the kids' coats. What else did they have in it? Pictures, our wedding photos. Some of our wedding photos got wet because they were in a bag under the stairs. Loads of stuff. A hoover. Baby car seat, it all got soaked in contaminated water. We can't keep it, so we had to chuck it away. I took photos of everything that was taken away, basically as proof. Towels, we threw away about 20 towels because we had to mop it, literally every towel in the house. I think we were left with about 3 towels, which we've had to replace because the kids were trying to mop up the water. And we've been hit with the full force of it. Oh, it's cost us, well, at the moment, it's running into thousands to put the place right. And we haven't got that sort of money. We're having to beg, borrow and steal, and then we've got to pay people back afterwards because we just can't afford to do it. So for that I'll live like this, and I don't see why we should because it's not our problem. This is not our doing. So I contacted a solicitor. He's basically said, they're talking crap. You reported to them that there was a problem several times before the big flood in May. because you've reported to them that there was a problem and they did nothing to fix it, that shows negligence. They're also liable for any damages caused to your property because it was their property that damaged your property. And there's a famous legal case, I think it's called Ryland versus Fletcher or something, which basically means that if somebody else's property damages your property, the person with the offending property is liable. So we've put it in the hands of a solicitor. I don't know how much that's going to cost us. I don't know where we're going to find the money from, but we've got to try and get this money back somehow because I don't think it's fair. And to be fair, we're going to put all this flooring down and stuff. There's nothing to say that this isn't going to happen again and that we're going to start doing this again. The only other option is to move. But I don't think we'll see why we should move. The kids are settled in school. We love the house. Don't want to move. It's in a nice area. But it might get to the point where we're forced out of our own home because, you know, I can't be watching the weather forecast and sweating, thinking, oh my God, it's going to rain. You know, we're going to get flooded. Yeah, so that is why the house is in the state that it's in. That's why we've not done a lot of vlogging over the last couple, because this is basically taken up. As you can see, there's still work to be done. This is basically taking up most of our time at the moment, getting all this done, but it's got to be done because we've not even got a living room at the moment. Kids are sitting in their rooms or in the kitchen. We're sitting in our bedroom. My bedroom looks like, for all you ones that are watching abroad, you probably won't know what I'm talking about, but over here we've got a comedy called Only Fools and Horses, and it's about this wheeler dealer London bloke who will buy and sell anything to make some money. Literally anything, and his flat is filled with random crap, and that's exactly what our bedroom looks like at the moment. We've got the settees there. These have all got to be changed. This is like a build it yourself settee, so we're ordering grey ones of them, so that's all right. All the cushions are going, they're all knackered. Car door, because I had an accident. Oh God, I'm shaking. I had an accident and crunched the car door, so we've had to have a new one shipped over from Japan. So I've got that there. We've got the mirror from the living room and the hallway down there. We've got, what else have we got in here? TV is down there. Charlie's left a bloody thingy on the bed, dressing gown on the bed. And then there is the DVD unit that used to be in the living room. I've had to stick it in the hallway there because there's nowhere else to put it. So our house is upside down at the moment. It's actually driving me mad because I like everything clean and tidy. Well, not so much tidy because I've got 8 kids. It's never going to happen. I'm never going to live in a show home, am I? But I like things clean and sort of put away in their own space. And it's just not happening at the moment. It's a mess. The house is an absolute mess. It's driving me nuts. We're aiming to get the living room done, hopefully by next weekend. It's, what's today? Wednesday. Yeah, hopefully by next weekend we'll be back in the living room. Richie's picking up the skirting board tonight. Again, more costs. We've been told to keep receipts from everything that we've bought to go towards the bill that we're going to get in with. Yeah, so Thames Water, you're absolutely disgraceful. You've left a family of 10. I'm going to name and shame you. You've left a family of 10 in a house that looks like a pigsty, that smells like a sewer, and a mum and dad that are trying to raise 8 kids with no money because we've had to put right your wrongdoing. So there you go. I've said my piece. I put the world to rights this morning. I'm now going to get on with put the rest of this shopping away and go and sort out the girls' wardrobe. Yeah, so it was only, I'll say a quick vlog. It's probably running into about 20 minutes now. But when I ran, I ran. So, yeah, so there you go. So thank you very much for watching. We will upload another vlog. It's Sophie's birthday on Friday. I still haven't uploaded Tiffany's because obviously Sophie went into hospital just after that. Yeah, but it's Sophie's birthday on Friday, so I may try and vlog that. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching and we'll see you soon.